The Leafs continue to lock up their own players, as we're assuming to hear some Chris Tanev stuff fairly soon. We got the Timothy Liljegren news about him signing a 2-year deal, which, not a fan of. But earlier today, we got the news that we were all pretty positive was going to happen. But they made it official, pen to paper. Max Domi is a Toronto Maple Leaf, at least for the next 4 seasons. And if you haven't done so already, guys, hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to continue to grow the page. It's been awesome so far. Would love to see anybody who hasn't hit the subscribe button join the family. Now, the details of the contract. It's a 4-year, $15 million for Max, which is an AAV of $3.75 million. So with that being the case, I think he made, was it 1 year at $3 million when he came over here? So 4 years at $3.75, it's a very good deal for the Leafs, and it's also a very good deal for Max Domi because he got some term as well. We all wanted him back. A guy who wants to be a Toronto Maple Leaf. And if you haven't seen Max Domi's Twitter or his Instagram page yet, go check it out. Because he already posted the video that he ain't leaving, which is such a cool thing. It's so nice having a player that wants to be a Toronto Maple Leaf. And he's not some 40-year-old dude coming into a retirement home. Like, it's not happening. It's nice to see 29-year-old Max Domi, who at the end of the contract will be 33 years of age. It ain't bad. Finally. Now, what's going to happen moving forward, we shall see. But Darren Dreger did tweet out at 2:18, and I will quote him here. It was believed it would be an either-or for the Leafs in negotiations with Domi and Bertuzzi. However, with Domi locked down, Toronto continues to negotiate with Tyler Bertuzzi. So that now does not mean that Bert will not be a Leaf. They are continuing to talk, and we will continue to wait. Also, JD Bunkus tweeted something out as well, which I thought was really, really interesting. So, this is his thing. I'll quote him as well. Good deal. Straight up. Love it. Ooh, excuse me. Wasn't the best start to his tenure, and we all know that. He had a rough start. He was in the third-line center. We didn't really know what was going on with them. But Domi proved he has a place on this team. Finished top 10 in primary assists. He had the exact same primary assists as players like, Leon Draisaitl and David Pastrnak in far less minutes. And obviously, he cares about wearing the Maple Leaf. So, take that for what it is. But what we notice when you put Max Domi in an elevated offensive role, he'll do good for you. Defensively, we kind of learned the limitations with Max, but overall, we love the way he played. Would have loved to see him shoot a little bit more, for God's sakes. Or sometimes he got way overpassive. Only scored 9 goals this year. 9 goals, 38 assists. However, how many times watching the Leafs over the last couple seasons, and even at moments early on last year, did we look at this team and say, hey, can somebody show like they actually give a crap here? And Max Domi and Tyler Bertuzzi as well, it really never wavered. They always showed like they cared, like they gave a crap. And it was very, very nice. So to have a guy who can play up in the lineup and play on the power play, who can play, with a guy like Austin Matthews, we saw that at points during this season, how that combination seemed to really, really work. We're disregarding the future of Mitch Marner and where that ends up going. We love the signing. I think this is one of the only signings I've seen on Twitter and social media from Leaf fans that we all agree it was a good signing. And they didn't overpay. And it was nice. And with the cap going up the next couple of years, and with Tavares' contract coming up after next year, that 3.75 is really not going to look like much. So I like the deal for the Leafs. I like the deal for Max. I like it for Leaf fans even. But now we keep moving forward. A busy offseason ahead. Still no signing yet from Chris Tanev. You're waiting on Tyler Bertuzzi still. Does that even happen? We'll see. And obviously the generic free agent frenzy that's going to begin in, less than a day. Tomorrow on Canada Day, July 1st. So it's going to be a wild one, but I'm going to wrap it up there. I want to hear all your guys' thoughts in the comments, so go crazy. But hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button for sure if you haven't done so. And if you want to, of course. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on Max Domi being a Leaf for the next 4 seasons, all that stuff. Let me know down below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course TikTok is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys Jay's Edition tomorrow. Canada Day special, I guess. 3:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. Yariel Rodriguez is on the mound for the Blue Jays against Hunter Brown. We'll see how that one goes. As for the Leafs, we'll talk to you guys next signing. Whether it's tomorrow, whether it's later tonight, whether it's Chris Tanev, Tyler Bertuzzi, we'll see. But I'll be here regardless, all right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And Max Domi returning. Talk to you guys then.